Hello, welcome to Micro Podcasts.
Welcome back to the studio, everyone. I am so glad you've carved out a little time for us today because we're talking about something that is honestly a bit of a sanctuary for me now, though it wasn't always that way.
It is so good to be here, Maura. And you're right, this topic, protecting those first 30 minutes of your day, it feels almost like a radical act of self-care in the world we live in right now.
It really does. I want everyone listening to just take a second and think about their morning routine. For most of us, for years, it started the exact same way. The alarm goes off, and before your eyes are even fully adjusted to the light, your hand is already reaching for that phone on the nightstand.
I am definitely guilty of that. It's that immediate pull, isn't it? You think you're just checking the time, but then you see a notification, then an email, and suddenly you're reading a news headline that makes your heart race before you've even sat up.
Exactly. And what we're doing in that moment is essentially inviting the entire world, the chaos, the tragedies, the demands of your boss, the social comparisons. We're inviting all of that right into our beds. We are letting the outside world dictate our internal state before we've even had a chance to say good morning to ourselves.
Deeply thoughtful. It's a form of emotional hijacking. You're starting your day in a reactive state. Your cortisol levels are already spiking because you're processing information you have no control over yet.
Gently, I remember the first time I tried to change this. I felt this intense itch, Robert. Like physically, my thumb wanted to scroll. It was like a phantom limb syndrome for my smartphone.
I call that the digital twitch. It's the brain's craving for that quick dopamine hit. But when you resist it, when you decide that the first 30 minutes of your day belongs strictly to you, something incredible happens to your nervous system.
It really does. It's like you're building an emotional armor. For me, those 30 minutes aren't about being productive in the traditional sense. It's about being present. I've started just sitting by the window with my tea, watching the light change on the trees.
That sounds so peaceful. I've taken to doing a bit of gentle stretching and just listening to the house wake up. No podcasts, no music, just the sound of the world existing. It's a bridge between the dream world and the waking world.
Introspectively, there's actually some fascinating science behind this, isn't there? About our brainwaves when we first wake up?
Authoritatively but friendly. Yes, when you first wake up, your brain is transitioning from delta and theta waves into alpha waves. This is a highly creative, suggestive, and calm state. If you fill that state with stressful emails, you're essentially training your brain to be anxious for the rest of the day.
Impressed. So we are literally rewiring our brains for stress if we check our phones too early.
Knots. Precisely. But if you spend those 30 minutes in peace, journaling, breathing, or just staring at the ceiling, you are reinforcing a state of calm and centeredness that carries through your afternoon meetings and your evening chores.
Vulnerably, I'll admit, when I first started, I worried I'd miss something, like the world would move on with me in those 30 minutes. But the truth is, the world can wait. Your peace is more important than a breaking news alert about something that happened 3,000 miles away.
And encouragingly, it doesn't have to be 30 minutes of intense meditation. It can just be being. It's about giving yourself permission to exist without being on for anyone else.
Brightly, I love that. Permission to exist. For our listeners who have kids or a chaotic household, how do you suggest they find that window?
Sympathetically, that's the real challenge, isn't it? Sometimes it means waking up 20 minutes before the rest of the house. Even if you're just sitting in the bathroom or in the car for a moment, those minutes of silence are gold. It's about carving out a space where you are the priority.
Smiling, I've found that even if I can't get 30, even 10 minutes makes a difference. But 30 is the goal. It's that threshold where the mind finally settles down and stops looking for the next distraction.
Thoughtful. It changes your entire perspective. Instead of saying, I have to do this today, you start the day thinking, I am here and I am ready. It's a shift from have to am.
With warmth, it's such a gift to yourself. I want to challenge everyone listening to try this tomorrow morning. Put your phone in another room or just across the room. Don't touch it. Give your brain that half hour of pure, unadulterated peace.
Softly, you might find that the version of you that greets the world after 30 minutes of silence is a much kinder, more capable version of yourself.
I couldn't agree more. Protect your peace, everyone. It's the most valuable thing you own.
Gently, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in the quiet moments.
Well, until next time, take care of your mind.